We are live.
All right.
Now we have to wait for people.
Let's see. Like a Bully Homestead. Hey, Adam.
Of course he's here first. Got to show off. Is your Wii Boost not getting good signal because it's gloomy today? If we go live and it's just Adam in here, I'm going to be upset. Country Mama. You made it.
Right.
Waiting for
Hey,
more
Country Mama.
people. We're in the garden today.
All right. Josh the Homesteader. Hello, Josh.
Oh, I can't even see. And so, Cassie's in here too. Everyone say hi to Cassie. She's the girl that we got Nala from. She saved Nala and then we adopted her.
Hey, Cassie. Thanks for joining us.
She's such a sweet girl.
She really is.
And, funny story, we get Nala from her, and she messages me yesterday to let me know another cat showed up at her house. I told her, don't show me the cat. Gets a decent signal all the time, just not always enough power to have it on. I see. Well, thanks for joining us anyway. It's so gloomy today, but it's so bright, so I'm going to be all squinty. She's so pretty, though. Yes, the cat that just showed up at Cassie's house is gorgeous. I had to not look at the picture very long, or we'd be making another 3-hour trip. El Canero. I'm here in mind, body, and soul, but I'm driving it. Don't look at the screen, Jason.
Yes, don't do that.
No
Be
dying
safe.
allowed.
Be safe.
Yes, Alicia. I'm terrible. I'm such a cat person. Like, it's hard to only have 13. Like, people say you have 13 cats, that's a lot. And I'm like, it's not enough.
At one point in time, she did have more.
Did I?
Yes.
We won't talk about that. So
That
stick
was before my
around.
time.
Stick around to the end of this live for an exciting announcement. Been a pretty rough week here. Me and Michaela had dreams the same night. We both told each other in the morning about dreams that we had about dogs coming on the property and attacking. We've had issues here with dogs. I thought it was weird that we both had scary dog dreams. And that's the day that Charlie decided to attack Savannah, and also Roxy, one of our other rescues, ate one of our hens. She bludgeoned her to death. We couldn't even find her head.
It was pretty bad.
I couldn't even look at it. Lewis was like, don't even come over here because you won't ever unsee this. But it was so rough. Mm-hmm. So we had 2 scary dog dreams that turned out to be
2 dog attacks.
2 dog attacks on our own property. It was our dog's fault. So, yeah, it's been rough here. Savannah just saw the vet yesterday. If you didn't catch my video, we were hoping for maybe broken ribs or something along, that line. But unfortunately, she has a broken spine. She's in good spirits though. And now that she's on pain meds, we can't keep her still. She has full use of her front. She's pulling herself around. She's gotten off of Michaela's bed twice already today, so
she's getting pretty adventurous.
But we have to keep her still for 6 weeks, so that's fun.
Possibly longer.
She said 6 weeks is general healing time for spinal injury, and we're hoping that during the healing process.
But the fusing.
The fusing could take months, yeah. And also in the fusing process, is when, I guess, the nerve damage will either come or go. So far, so good. She's using the bathroom. She's able to urinate and defecate, and she's doing that on the puppy pads, but we're still nervous for like what type of movement and feeling she's going to have in her back legs after all is said and done. So we'll keep you all posted on that. And if you are in the southern Missouri area, I don't even know, where is Marshfield? Is it up mid?
Marshfield is, I believe, north of us.
Believe north?
Well, pretty much anything in Missouri is north of us.
we're in the southwest corner. But the expo, the Homesteaders Expo, is August 27th and 28th. I'm still waiting to hear from Al from M&C Family Homestead to see what day he chooses to go. Because I have anxiety, I can't go somewhere public like that without knowing that I'm going to know somebody there. So we're going to choose one of those days to go. Unfortunately, that will happen with so many animals. We can do our best to train them. Yeah, unfortunately, oh, Adam says Marshfield is by Springfield.
Oh, so that's not very far.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's about 2 hours.
We're about 2 hours from Springfield.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with Charlie, it wasn't even like just I don't believe it was just an attack. I think
he was defending himself.
He was locked in a small bathroom with the cat, and Savannah doesn't like him. So in passing, she would always like hiss and bat at his face. But I think because they were locked in a bathroom together, I do believe that Savannah attacked first, and I think that he just did what he knew best. And I was upset with him, obviously, because he hurt her so bad. But I'm not going to hold a grudge against him. He didn't know better, and my heart is for animals anyway. So even if he did know better, I'd still forgive him. All right. So today we're going to do a Q&A, and I got a few questions asked. Some of them are repeat questions we get all the time. Surprisingly, even though I blast us out there as a large family, and I'm not quiet about how many kids we have, you'd be surprised how many people are surprised that I have 10 kids. So we're going to answer some questions that have been asked. And I'm going to let Lewis take the first one because I've been blabbing away. I'm going to have some coffee.
All right. So the first question.
Right here. I put them
all right. Here. So the first question is, how did we meet? It's quite interesting, actually. Well, I am a lot younger than Kelly is. Just kidding. Well, I used to I was friends with her younger sisters, and we all kind of hung out in the same crowd. Me and my sister are a year apart, so we were all friends. We all mingled and all that. And one day I was asked to go to Kelly's house at the time, to her apartment, by her sister. And I was just getting off work, and I had, what was your favorite? Go ahead, you could say it.
Triple chocolate donuts.
Triple chocolate donuts. And so I drove up to the house. I pulled up out front, and lo and behold,
this dapper young man walked out with chocolate, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So I kind of glanced over, and I saw her there, and it was like fireworks. I kid you not. There's no other way to explain it. It was just there. And she came up and, took the donuts. Like I do. Before she said hi, by the way.
Yeah.
And
I was like, thanks for the donuts.
It kind of went from there.
Yeah. And then he never left.
I never left.
Never left. Yep. And then Tom from On the Plant.
On the Plant.
Not on the planet.
Gotcha, Tom.
He had asked how we were inspired to have 10 kids, because having 10 kids nowadays is something to be inspired about. And true story, I never wanted any kids at all. I used to joke that kids were walking calendars. I didn't want to be bogged down. I didn't want any. And now I have 10. But we never planned it. It just happened. 4 kids in, I found the Lord, and I had given him every aspect of my life. I trusted him with what job we had, where we lived, location wise, and also the amount of children that we would have. I decided that I would bear children as long as my body would allow it. And unfortunately, after Lincoln, that was the deal breaker. My body said, that's it. You've had enough. And so Lincoln is going to be it for us, but we have our hands full, and we are blessed, and we are happy with that. Yes, Lewis is completely enamored by me. I mean, but who isn't? Look at this. You all love me. You all love me.
What can I say?
Next question. Now, I get this all the time, and I answered it in the last live, but I didn't really have an answer to give because I don't know. How many animals do we have? So I have a total animals. I have a total for birds, and I have a total for indoor. So indoor pets, including dogs, cats, parakeets, and the bunnies, we have 32 total animals that live full-time inside with us. That's 32. As far as birds go, ducks and hens and all that, we have 81 total birds. That's 35 laying hens, 13 female ducks. So that's why we have so many eggs coming in every day. We have 6 drakes and 12 roosters. And then we have babies. So we have 2 baby turkeys and 3 little chickies. And those guys, those 5 are our buddies. They're so tiny. The turkeys grow so slow. I feel like we've had them forever.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, Alicia knows. She's got a bucket of turkeys.
We watched her video.
She sexted her turkeys.
Oh man.
Poor Jim.
Oh man. That was. Yeah.
But they grew so slow that we ended up sticking them with the 3 baby chicks that we have, because the 3 baby chicks that we have. Garden State Gardeners in the house. Hello.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys love that. I did, Alicia. That was so funny. And then Tim from Ridge Life featured Country Mama Musings on his channel last night, and he chose that video. We were cracking up. We were watching it in the car when we were driving. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But the turkeys grow so slow. So the turkeys and the babies are kind of buddies. They live together. They're still in the tractor. We won't let them out yet. The turkeys seem to be super adventurous, and we don't trust them yet. And then we have the 10 ducklings. But the 10 ducklings, they graduated to the coop.
Yes.
About a week and a half ago. Mm-hmm. Man, they grew fast.
They grow fast. And oddly enough, the chicks that we have with the turkeys, it seems like it's taking forever for them to get.
We bought the turkeys and those chicks at the same time we got the 10 ducklings. Mm-hmm. And the ducklings are like they're in college. It's crazy. So total, we have 32 indoor animals and 81 outdoor animals. And that brings us to 113. So we have 113 total animals as of right now. And that's only because we don't have fencing here, y'all. If we had fencing up, it'd be over. I'd have alpacas, I'd have goats, I'd have sheep, I'd have a cow, miniature Highland cow to be exact. I'd have them all. Oh, pigs. I want piggies. And I don't eat any of these, so people can't understand.
No kill.
People can't understand why I want all these animals that aren't going to provide for me, but I love them all. I feel like
in a way they do provide. They provide happiness and a sense of.
All right, Jason. Hope you could hop back on. Thanks for hopping in. Oh, Michaela says in horses. Yes, we can't forget Michaela's horses.
Yes.
Michaela's horses. Yes.
And my favorite, a donkey.
We have to have a donkey. The wonky donkey, as Jackson calls it.
That's what I want.
It's his favorite book.
Donkey.
He calls it the donkey.
You gotta hear him say it.
If you guys haven't ever watched the Scottish Grandma read the Wonky Donkey book, you are missing out. Go on YouTube and search Scottish Grandma reads the Wonky Donkey, and you will not be disappointed. Jason said he's made it to his destination. He's going to jump off for a minute. If we're still on when he gets back on the road, he'll turn us back on.
All right. See you, Jason.
We've had 5 down to 1. Is that, Alicia, are you talking about your donkey? I think, yeah, she's got a donkey, doesn't she? She's got a fat pig. Holy cow, your pig is huge. And Alicia doesn't eat things either. That makes me happy. Because her fat pig would have been bacon by now. Just like Huge Peep would have been somebody's Christmas roast by now.
Yeah, Huge Peep is... That duck is... He has mass. He is massive.
He's a good 15, 16 pounds. We got to weigh him.
I mean...
He's huge.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Maybe that'd be one of our upcoming
So Alicia
videos.
had 5 donkeys. Now she's down to 1. What happened to the other 4? Did they pass? I feel like you've told me something about donkeys before. I have such a bad memory anymore. It's the 10 kids, y'all. My brain is gone. It's mush.
It's mush.
It is mush. But yeah, so 113, no donkeys yet. I'm almost afraid to get more land with fencing because I'm going to be in trouble.
The fat piggy was 3 pounds when we rescued him.
See, the comments are coming through on my phone before Lewis's, so I'm a little bit behind, guys. Sorry. 1 past of old age. Over 40 years old.
40 years.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Why didn't I realize that they lived so long?
I don't know. I didn't know that either.
I did.
Well, that's good to know.
I'm still
lifelong buddy.
I'm still interested to see how adult turkeys go. I know Alicia has some adult turkeys. This is our first time getting turkeys at all, and because they're growing so slow, I'm super excited to see grown turkeys just wandering the property. And I wonder what they'll do, like if they'll lock up with the. I mean, do they need their own? I don't even know if they need their own coop.
We'll build them one anyways. Just
the others were minis and had heart defects. Oh, that's so sad. Is that like a common health issue with donkeys? Did I miss any comments? Because this is way behind. And the Nightbot kept saying to pray. I was feeling the guilt. Sorry, I just saw that. And Tim from Ridge Life had the wrong Nightbot on. He had his Nightbot from his Sunday Lives, which is his, what is it, his scripture, his prayer talk. Mm-hmm. He had it on the wrong live. What state are you located in the Midwest? We are in Missouri. So we're originally from New York, born and raised there. He was born in Manhattan. I was born in Buffalo. He ended up leaving the state and living elsewhere. Where did you live?
I was born in Manhattan, and then when I was less than a year old, we actually moved to Puerto Rico, where I stayed until I was about, it was back and forth because we lived in Puerto Rico, and then we went to Florida, and then from Florida, we went back to Puerto Rico. And then from Puerto Rico, I left at 5 years old and moved to Buffalo, New York, and that's where I was raised.
And I stayed there. I was born there. I was raised there. I didn't leave ever until we went down to Arkansas. Mm-hmm. Once I got to Arkansas, I knew in my heart that's where I was going to be, and then we moved. We moved 2 months after we had gone on vacation there. We went to Arkansas. We stayed there 6 years. Honestly, I'd still be there if we could have found a plot of land that was like not $1 million. But unfortunately, because Northwest Arkansas is booming, it's like busier than Buffalo, where we're from. It's like huge city now. It wasn't like that in 2012. So we ended up just looking kind of around when we were looking for land. We looked over in Oklahoma. We looked up into Missouri, and finally I found this place, and it wasn't the best, and I hate this particular house, but I'm happy to be out of the city. I couldn't have stayed. My mental health was declining terribly in the city. I couldn't live like that anymore. So we kind of just jumped, and we're literally within the house we found the house and we closed 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it wasn't even on the market for 1 day. Kelly saw pictures. We came up to see it, and we put an offer on it. And
Alicia said her turkeys are in the same coop as her chickens and ducks. That's good to know. We do need to expand as well, but that's another thing, is that we're in Missouri. We love Missouri. We're not opposed to leaving Missouri, but we do want to stay close-ish. Right. I know we won't go down to Arkansas because in order to find land that's not $1 million for, half of an acre, we'll have to go hours and hours and hours away. And I'm not willing to go that deep into Arkansas. I do love where I'm at. I love that, I have people in Missouri now. We're close to David Hood from Hood's Custom Shop. He's a good friend now. We have Victor Martinez from Martinez Tree Service. He helps us a lot. He's a good friend. My sweet neighbor, Jana, who I love so. I don't want to leave her. We're only 3 hours from Adam at Like a Bully. I'm about 4.5, 5 hours from Josh the homesteader. And I just learned through the meetup that we actually were close to a lot more of these awesome homesteaders than I realized. So I'm kind of not willing to go too far. Um, I'd like to kind of stay by my people because when you find your people, you got to keep them. Have we ever been to Jersey? Have you ever been to New Jersey?
I have been close
I
to
did.
Jersey, but
I
I've
was in New
never
Jersey.
physically
Welcome
entered
to the
New
Nathan
Jersey.
Holder life. Hello, Nathan Holder. I've been to New Jersey when I was a kid. I used to go with my grandparents. My grandma's mom lived in New Jersey, and so we used to go spend weeks. Which they were rich. They had this. They lived in the nice part. I don't know. I don't know of all of New Jersey, but she lived in like a ritzy area. Her house was massive. It was so nice to be there. Is that where you're from? Garden State Gardener. Are you guys from Jersey? I guess we should have tried to get Jim's grandparents' farm south of Hot Springs. I'd be right. Yes, and we would be so close. We're not far from Hot Springs at all. How far are we?
About 3 hours.
Oh, Josh, that's because we love you guys. If you're talking to us, Josh, we love you too. All the love for Josh. He's like my BFF. We stay up every night till like 2 a.m. texting because we're weird like that. Yeah, country mom, I wish you were closer. You're all the way up in, I think she's in Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. Too far. I couldn't live up there. It's too cold. I couldn't do cold anymore. That's why we left New York. I am like right now
Well,
it's
where
freezing
we
out.
were
As you
at
can
New
see, I'm wearing a
York,
jacket.
it wasn't. I mean, it was cold. Don't get me wrong. It was freezing cold. But the worst
air
part
hurts
about
your
that,
face.
the
It's
worst
so
part
cold.
about it was the amount of snow that we used
It
to get.
doesn't go away.
It never goes away. It never goes away.
Mahias. Did I say it right this time?
Hey.
Hey, girl.
Mahias Sanctuary
Do you know
Farm.
that she has a child as old as me? The woman looks like she's my age.
I do now.
Insomnia gets boring when everyone else is asleep, right, Josh? That's why us crazy folks, us crazy night owls, gotta stick together. That's me on my phone every night at 2 a.m. So, do y'all have any other questions? I know really the only other thing we get asked a lot is how we afford so many animals, and really it's just we do all the things. You know, he works. I have my home business. We do side jobs. We're really frugal, and you know, if we have to buy something, we get it. We get the use out of it, and then we sell it and get some money back. So we're constantly like purging and selling old household items and things like that. I mean, we'll do whatever it takes to feed our animals. We've got a lot to feed, but yeah. I mean, they're worth it. And
one thing
we'll go without.
Yeah,
often.
Exactly.
You know, like if it comes down to it, they eat before we do. That's just how we work here. And even though the dogs and the cats aren't providing eggs or milk or anything like that for us, I mean, that's just not what it's about for us. That's not why we're here.
And a lot of one thing that I learned and like to do is that if we're going to spend money on items that we need at that moment, we like to spend that money on things that hold value. That way, in case later on in life, if we need a little bit of extra cash for feed or whatever the case may be, we can sell that item or items and use that money towards.
And recently, we've been blessed with the Martinez family, and and people have been interested in buying duck eggs, and duck eggs are huge and worth a lot. And I mean, we've got a lot of laying ducks, so we get a lot of duck eggs every day. And so thankfully we've been turning duck eggs back into cash, and that cash we're sticking straight into feed.
Yeah.
So we're almost, I mean, we get to enjoy the ducks and we don't even have to really pay to feed them. And then of course it's getting into summer now, so we've got bugs. So we end up feeding them a little bit less commercial feed during the summer months.
Right.
Nathan Holder says, I've lived in California, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Florida now, from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, that's a lot of places. So we've only lived in New York, Arkansas. Well, I've only lived in New York, Arkansas, and now Missouri. But you've lived He's lived in Puerto Rico. He's had mango trees, guys. Mango trees.
Yes. I remember times where my grandmother used to get down from there. Stop eating all the mangoes.
Crazy Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to know anything else, I'm willing to answer on the spot. Make sure I didn't miss any comments. Talk about going from warm to cold. I don't know what she's talking about. Or he. So it's cold up in New York. It's significantly warmer. It's shocking. It's June, and normally we've got air conditioning running full time from like end of April through October because it's so unbearable. This year's crazy.
I have to say, this is the
cold.
oddest year that we've lived in the Midwest. I mean, this time last year, I mean, like she said, full-blown air conditioners and just dripping sweat, even in the house with air conditioning.
Right, but I guess it's a good thing because we decided this year that we weren't going to put ACs in the windows no matter what, because so our goal is to sell our current homestead, to buy raw land and kind of do what Adam's doing over at Likeably Homestead, just be on a completely wooded lot, clear a space for living, animals, gardening, etc., and just be off grid. Oh, there's a squirrel behind us. Is he eating my food?
Probably.
Oh, no, you don't. I got rid of the moles. So we decided this year we were going to just learn to deal with the discomfort of heat and find other, cost-effective ways to keep cool. And so I guess it's a blessing in disguise that it's cold enough in June for me to be wearing my jacket. I'm cold anyway, though, because what is it, like 65 today?
Yeah.
So everyone would laugh at me that
See,
it's
I'm
cold.
comfortable. Like the breeze
65
is a little,
and gloom, and it may as well be snowing for me. I'm freezing.
It's a little breezy. It's not too bad, but I mean, you can
Cha-Cha's in the house.
You can feel it, but I'm so warm-blooded that really the cold doesn't bother me.
Her hubby is Puerto Rican also.
Puerto Rico.
And her hubby is also from New York. How weird is that? We both
what part of New York
we
is he
both
from?
have New York Puerto Ricans.
They call us New York Ricans.
Yeah, New York Ricans.
New York Ricans.
And I got
we
mine
even
right
have
here.
our own symbol. Look at that.
There's a place in Tahlequah, 45 minutes from the meetup. I'll check that place. I got a call back. Oh, hey, Tahlequah. Speaking of that, exciting news.
Yes.
So we go back in March when I went to go get my neck tattooed.
Brooklyn. All right.
That flies all over. We went back in March for my tattoo, and we booked our next tattoo appointments for the end of June. And she ended up messaging me yesterday or the day before.
Yesterday.
Yeah, she bumped up our tattoo appointment, and our tattoo appointment is in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. That's where we go to get our ink. So we go, what's today, the 2nd?
We go on Thursday.
We go in 8 days. 8 days, guys.
Yes.
More ink.
Yes.
I'm going to get my hands done. They're going to be covered. I'm super excited.
Yes, and I'm getting my left arm.
Screen turned black, Cha-Cha said. Is it black for everybody, or did Cha-Cha just break this live too?
Oh, Cha-Cha.
Before we hopped on the live, Lewis was messing with the camera. She could see us.
Yep.
Lewis was messing with the camera before the live started, and I was like, just stop. Just stop messing with the camera. And he said, I don't want to break the live like Cha-Cha did.
Love you, Cha-Cha.
We do. We love you dearly. She's my wife. With my Bruja powers.
Bruja.
We need Cha-Cha in our lives.
Oh,
she's too funny.
But yes, Brooklyn, New York. I have family over in Brooklyn. My dad's side of the family.
I have family in Brooklyn right now. My cousin lives there, but I've never been. It's funny because people assume that because we're from New York that we are practically in New York City. That's
first
like their
assumption is we lived in the city. We were from New York City.
Buffalo is here, and New York City is way over here. We're like 8.5 hours driving. Yeah, I've never been there.
Opposite side of the state.
I have no desire to go to New York City. I am not a city person at all. It doesn't excite me. I would never want to visit.
Well, you have to drive through New York City to get into Jersey, I believe.
I mean, I was young, though. I probably slept through that. I wouldn't want to actually just purposely go to New York City and hang out there.
Yeah, I've been there. It's cool, but...
New Eurekan. Adam said screen is good here, so maybe it was... Cha-Cha just breaks things. She just breaks the lives. That's just Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha, ¿qué está haciendo? Come on.
You can't be speaking a different language. So we discussed the expo. Are any of you guys in here going to go to that expo? Because the more the merrier for me and my anxiety, at least. I need to know people. I need somebody to cling to. There we go. And Cha-Cha said I break hearts, not lives.
Cha-Cha.
Well, Cha-Cha won my heart. She didn't break it yet. I'm almost out of coffee. And it's cold, guys. It's cold. What's the weather like where you guys are at?
Sip.
Yeah, I got a sip left. Me, I'm coming. What did she say? I don't know what she's talking about. I'm tired today.
Oh, the expo.
Oh, Lot's coming to the expo. Nice try, Lot. It's 2 hours away. You got to hold down the fort. Lots to hold down here, especially with Savannah. 24-hour care. I don't know what I would do without Michaela. It's like having a newborn. She's up throughout the night feeding her and getting her water. And if she, uses the bathroom on her puppy pad, she's changing that out right away so she doesn't get, infections or bed sores or anything like that.
Ooh, Country Mama says it's 75. Beautiful day in Iowa.
You see that? I got
sunny
gypped.
And 75.
I got gypped. It's like 60 degrees here. I'm freezing. Do you feel this?
Adam
cold.
says he will be there as long as I get the truck fixed.
Or if
Al goes.
Well, I was talking to Al on his Facebook group. He said they were planning on going, but just going to choose one of the days to go because of, low funding. I mean, who can afford 2 days? I know I can't. I think it was like $50 to go for both days.
Sure, but
I don't know. I think it's like $15 per person per day. So I think we're just going to choose one of the days, but I'm waiting to find out when he's going because if I don't know anybody, I won't be able to go. My anxiety would be too high just knowing I was going to a huge group of people, a huge crowd of people, and not knowing anybody. I'm a mama, she said.
Yes, you are.
Michaela is mama to, what was the number? 113?
113.
Michaela has 113 children.
Yeah.
She is mama to many. I wish I could. Yes, you're too far away. Nathan Holder says, I'm 140 miles north of Miami, Florida. It's 79, feels like 84. I'm jealous.
Yes,
Michaela, you're the best. I love seeing you. Yeah, she is awesome. She's a lot like I was growing up. I was always the person in the group that was getting called to come save something. My sisters would call me at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Kelly, you have to come here. There's a hurt seagull. And here I'd go, roll myself out of bed and trudge down the road by myself at 3 a.m. to go save a seagull. Because that's just me. But that's
saying something because in the area that we lived in, seagulls, to many people, not me, not Kelly, but to many people, seagulls are a nuisance. They are called rats with wings.
I also owned rats though. Like I used to go to the pet stores to get the white rats with the red eyes because they were the feeders for the snakes. Mm-hmm. So I used to go like when I was 12 years old, that's what I was doing as a young child was saving all the things. I was going to the stores and if they were considered food, I would buy it so that they could have a natural life. And that's just bizarre to people, but that's just how I am. And now I'm doing it now as an adult. I have Pekin ducks who are typically purchased for their meat because they're so meaty. So every time we go to the store and there's pecans, I will buy all the pecans so they don't die. Adam said he won the weekend pass for the expo. Of course you did, Adam. Why wouldn't you have?
Hey, Donna's
in the house.
Hey, Donna.
I love
Thanks
Donna.
for
She's
joining
such
us.
a sweet lady. So yes, I save all the things and it doesn't make much sense to people. And sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. Sometimes I hate myself. Sometimes I wish I didn't care so much because caring is exhausting. But I can't say no. That's just me. I am home for the broken and the disposable. I am home for the injured and the unwanted. And that's why when Cassie messaged me that cat, I said, don't even, I'm not even looking. I can't look because I will go get that cat. Oh, yeah. Alicia, you can find Donna on Instagram. I think she's DJ Alford and some numbers. I want to say
79 in there somewhere.
70. I don't know. I can't remember the numbers, but she's on Instagram. That's how I found her. Super sweet lady. I can't vermin. Cha-cha. What does that mean? You don't like rats? Vermin?
Yeah, I think she meant like I can't.
Oh,
like,
I can't.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's Lewis. He's grossed out by rats because of their tails.
Let me tell you a little story about.
Let's not talk about.
Yeah, yeah. I think I should because what happened to me scarred me for life. This is back in Buffalo, New York. In New York, guys, where the rats are the size of full-grown cats. The city that we lived in was just starting to pass out the garbage cans with the lids and all that good stuff, and I was told to go throw out the trash. So I did. I listened like a good little boy that I was.
Uh-huh.
And I had the garbage bag in my hand, and I lifted up the lid, and out came this huge, nasty, hissing...
Oh, you had to throw the hissing in there? And you know what,
I swear to God, it talked to me.
You know what, though? And see, I would have been there, and I would have said, aw, and I would have gave it a collar, and I would have called it Fluffy and made it mine.
Yeah, she would have. But it jumped at me and scared the living crap out of me. So, and this, I swear, I kid you not, the base of its tail was probably as big as my wrist. Aww. And it was massive. And
see, the bigger the better. You can cuddle it more.
After that, guys, I can't look at rats. That's what I just said. I can see mice. I can see mice, and I can hold mice. I can hold hamsters. But when it comes to rats,
Alicia said, "Were there 4 turtles in a pizza?"
Yeah,
Splinter.
Like I thought it was. If he was wearing that little, karate robe thing that he wears in the movies, I would have thought it was
feels your pain. She's just as disgusted. I can't. I just
like it's just rats, mice. I've come.
No. On our property, when there's mice, I'm the one saving the day and picking them up, dead or alive, and he is screeching and tippy-toe dancing, and
that's not true.
It is. Ask the guys at his work.
That's not true.
What did you do to Aaron? You screamed in the back room, and Aaron had to come save the day?
Well, first of all, if I'm not expecting it, that's different. If I see it and I'm like, oh, hey, look, it's a mouse. That's totally different. But I had a loaf of bread, and it got into the loaf of bread, and I stuck my hand in there, and the bag started moving. So I freaked out, and I yelled for someone to come help me.
Jason said he had a white pet rat whenever he was a teenager. He's back, by the way. Pulling out now.
Welcome back, Jason.
Yes, I always had a rat or a hamster. When one passed away, my dad would take me, and we would go replace that with another hamster. But I stopped getting hamsters because people buy hamsters for pets anyway. So I would just let them go to other homes. I would always get the rats because I knew that I was saving their life. I'm just weird like that. And it never really I don't know. My mom would tell me like stories about when I was 2 and I would come in the house crying, holding potato bugs, saying, Mom, I need to save, it's dying. So like, I just think that that's just how I'm hardwired, because what 2-year-old cries over a potato bug? I mean, but that was just me. No more stories, Lewis, of those things. You can't talk. See, and then there's a spider on me, and spiders gross me out. But I still have an issue killing things. So even if I'm grossed out by something or I don't like it, I can't. It's super hard for me to take a life. Yep, an empath from the start. That's the problem. I have too much empathy. I think that I was hardwired with too much of it, to the point where I drive myself insane because I cry over roadkill. Who does that? I cry over roadkill. Yeah, I'm not a bug person either. I'm not huge on bugs, but I still have a problem. Killing things. Adam says we had a rat at the firehouse and all us grown men squealed like little girls when it jumped out at us. I'm not going to point any fingers right here.
It's
Chacha
different
says
when
we
you're not
used to
expecting
hear-
it, guys. I swear.
We used to hear them at night when I was little scratching. Wah. Y'all are wimps. What? Chacha said that she used to hear them at night scratching. And see, me and Michaela are like, we're like two peas in a pod. I mean, if she wasn't my daughter, we'd be like best friends anyway. But we are like the same person. She is right there with me, saving all the things. Yeah, that's me and Michaela. We told her that when she gets her driver's license, what did you tell her? She's not allowed to stop and pick up animals on the side of the road.
No.
Gross. See, Cha-Cha, I can't do spiders. Spiders gross me out big time. Like I'll leave them be if they're in my house and if I can relocate them outside, I will save them. But if it's like a brown recluse or a widow, we don't have widows in the house, but we see a lot of brown recluse, a lot of wolf spiders. I don't like killing them still because I know they're still useful in nature, but like I also know the potential destruction of their bite. So with having kids, mom mode kicks in, and if I can't safely relocate, I do kill those ones. But even so, I feel horrible. I'll practically tear up taking a spider's life. That's just, I'm weird like that. Tom from On the Planet.
Here we go.
Sorry, Tom. Every time he says on the plant, he says on the planet. I have to correct him.
I don't know what it is, Tom. It comes out, and then I try catching myself. This time I didn't mess up. I rehearsed.
He did. He was rehearsing on the plant, on the plant, on the plant.
I don't know. I must have said it like 5 or 6 times. Yeah. Kelly was just looking at me like, what are you doing?
No to snakes in my, I think you meant to say septic tank. Is that how you spell that? Septum is here, where I have pierced. Septic is a tank for poop. If the spider jumps on my face, it has chosen death. Yes, Josh, I agree. We can't have spiders jumping all over us. And then we go to the pet store for when.
Septum tank.
Adam, stop. Man. When we went to the store when we bought the parakeets, Lewis was like, "Oh look, it's a tarantula." No, I'm good on that. I can't do tarantulas.
She wouldn't even look at it. She walked.
I have arachnophobia like something else, man. I try not to. I've tried to train myself to not be afraid of spiders because I don't want to dislike any living creature, but I just can't. I can't do tarantulas.
Spiders, they don't bother me, and if they jump out at me, it doesn't bother me like a rat would.
Septum tank. I can't. Oh my goodness, y'all are too funny. I get all my ninja moves from spider webs. Lots of training out here. Yes. We look like idiots out here. You walk through a freaking spider web. We have so many trees. We have so many trees.
And it's just in the dead of summer, especially at night when they start to do their webs and all that. I mean, it's bad.
It is bad.
It's bad. Like you walk out and it's like smack right. But
sometimes the webs are like in the middle of no trees. You're like, where did this? It's like it's just from?
Floating in the air.
Josh said, "I think my wife would leave me if I had a scorpion tattoo she hates." Yeah, Mahia's Sanctuary Farm says that they have black widows, rattlesnakes, and scorpions. I couldn't do scorpions. I've never experienced them in real life.
Scorpion.
You had a pet scorpion?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It was just there when I got my snake.
Gross.
Yeah.
See, we're learning things about each other.
Hey, by the way, I saved a snake from the pet store. It was dying. They didn't want to charge me for it because they said it wouldn't eat. But they were trying to feed it a dead mice. And it wouldn't take.
Oh, gross, Cha-Cha. Is that what you were talking about? I saw a picture on Instagram of their get-together. They were doing, talking about a scorpion. She said that James gifted one to one of their friends this past weekend, and it fell, and now it's lost in the city.
Oh, one cool thing about scorpions.
Yeah, where is
the one
James?
that I had, it was
That's what
black,
I want to know.
And it actually glows in the dark.
Gifted the scorpion or tossed it at a buddy? And dropped the scorpion. Lizards. Yes, I could do lizards. Lizards are super cool. We just got a gecko.
Gecko.
I always want to say Geico.
I
always want to say Geico.
No, they're geckos.
Yeah, and then so we brought it in because it was a baby. It was so tiny, and Michaela, of course, she already had it named. What did she name it? What did you name it, La? What did she name
Fluffy.
it? No, she named it Fluffy. She named the gecko and was gonna love it forever and ever, and then she didn't realize that they could push out of a lid, and so the gecko's lost in our house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Adam says we used to catch scorpions in Afghanistan and send them home in the Tabasco bottles. Why would you do that? That's disgusting. Scorpions gross me out. I can't do... Oh, coconut. She named the gecko Coconut. Mejia said, I think the green ones are dangerous. I don't know. I don't know much about lizards, and I had a newt.
Yeah.
I had a newt growing up. She lived with me forever. But
those were all over the place back home.
Yeah.
You know, with all the
salamanders and stuff.
And all that stuff we used to have.
Yeah, well, I bought the newt from the store on purpose. I didn't catch it.
My brother used to bring them home.
Her name was Natalie, and I loved her. So she lived with me forever. I even moved out of my parents' house with her. And the only reason she died is because she got out and she dried out. If they dry out, if they're without water, she dried out. I cried so hard over that newt. Country Mama's real name is Alicia. Adam says I rescued a sick blue tongue skink when I was a manager at Petco. Those are cute. Don't we have those here?
What's that? The skinks?
The skinks. I think that's.
I'm not sure.
I think that's one of the lizards that the kids caught.
Does it have the blue tails?
Blue-tailed skink, Michaela said. Of course. We got wildlife rescue. Michaela, I swear to God, Michaela's going to be the next Steve Irwin. She knows all the things. She corrects us. Y'all have a great day Have to get the pig pen area. Oh, yeah. Mejia said that they were taken in a... Where did she say that up here? I read it, but then my brain went elsewhere. She said that they were rescuing a pig today. See, she knows my heart. She takes in all sorts of things. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
We got skinks here. Tom said they're funny looking with their little legs. Yeah, when we see lizards or skinks or whatever on the property, the kids will take them inside and name them and try to put them in the tank because our chickens and ducks will eat them otherwise. Mm-hmm. Donna's dogs chase the skinks. Chacha said, I'm supposed to be working, but this is much more interesting. Yes, we are more interesting. Ditch the job, Chacha. So this has been fun. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to know about us? Oh, 47 minutes already. I feel like we just hopped on. See, my anxiety is way lower this time because I have a phone to look at. It's a distraction. Y'all don't get it. Anxiety is terrible. Adam said we have blue-tailed skinks here. Blue tongues are from Australia and get a couple feet long. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that I could do a couple feet long as far as like lizards go. James is in the house.
All right.
About time.
What's up, brother?
48 minutes late. Were you peopling again?
Hey,
Can't get that guy.
That's fashionably late.
Can't get that guy away from people. Baby is here. Hi, James. Cha-cha, you're so funny. You want one what? We're not getting anything else, Michaela. We're supposed to be buying raw land and getting out of here. We got to slow it down on the animals. Oh, yeah, we got to
slow it down for now. For now. But
and
once we get our raw land and we get off of this wonderful place we live in. No. Then yes, we will.
I'm about to go be in the middle of the woods like Al and Adam I don't want to be near anybody. I don't want to see my neighbor's goats. I don't want to hear.
I don't even want to see the main road.
No, I don't want to see the main road either.
If I could afford to buy a helicopter, that would be my...
They look like dinosaurs, he said.
What's that?
Those.
The blue tongue.
The lizards
skinks?
that get a few feet.
Yeah.
They look like dinosaurs. As I was unloading the truck earlier, I thought I heard you say that you were saving a skink.
Oh boy.
Jason. Rated G, man. Oh man, you guys are too much. 12 people in here. I probably shouldn't have looked at that number again. Why did I do that?
I don't know. No, I'm good. I won't say it.
Don't even tell me nothing.
I won't tell you anything.
Don't tell me nothing. I ran out of coffee. I ran out of stuff to talk about. Did I? I did. Yeah, that was it. Yep, the rooster has spoken. So we will let you guys know what the big announcement is. So we decided that the first Friday, right? First Friday. Today's
the first Friday.
Week. First Friday of each month, we're going to do an extra live. So in addition to our Wednesday lives, we're going to go live the first Friday of every month, and we're going to do a giveaway. And I thought that would be fun. And it'll be different giveaway each time. So this Friday, we're going to go live. You get us twice this week. You feel lucky. And we are going to give away some fun stuff. Like our business card. Lewis stuck that in there. So we've got a cute little garden package. I've got 12 packages of seeds, all my favorite stuff. And some garden markers, some plant labels that you could write on. We've got some pre-printed plant markers. These are super cute. And we have a garden planner. Is that even the right way? Nope, it's upside down. Garden planner and Roost and Rescue coaster made by David over at Hood's Custom Shop. He does such good work, guys. His stuff is so beautiful. We're actually using our coasters outside today to keep the flies out of our coffee. These flies are terrible.
This year,
oh my goodness,
has probably been the worst year with flies.
It is.
And it's odd because it's the coldest it's been for a long period of time. I don't know.
No, it's crazy. We're battling them in the car, battling them in the house. It's like a job here. We got to kill the flies all day. Yeah. Likey. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in Friday. Did we decide a time? Should we do a time?
I would probably say
maybe later. So I don't want to clash with other people's lives. Do you guys know who goes live on Fridays? Who goes live Fridays? I know Josh is Monday
TBD.
Or Tuesday.
How about that?
What?
TBD.
What the heck is that?
To be determined.
To be determined. TBD. It sounded like a... I'm not going to go there.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Alicia said, oh my God, the flies are awful here in Iowa. I mean, are they in your house? Like swarming? Like we have no windows open. We have the doors getting shut quickly. And
James says they get bad flies at the house or at the ranch.
Yeah. But like, I get like outside, but we go to other people's houses. They don't have flies like this. This is crazy.
Even our neighbor right behind us, we can drive down their driveway. We could walk down the driveway and you don't see a single fly.
Maybe it's because she's surrounded. She's surrounded by trees. Maybe. Does that help?
I don't know.
I don't know. We need to do something though because I could lose my mind. There's comments coming through on there before here. Chacha said she comes alive on Friday nights. Just do it. Someone is always live. But like if I try to go live when someone big is going live, then nobody's going to be here. It is the house, James, because it's freaking haunted. The ghosts are sending all the flies. That's the problem.
No, what did he say they were? Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers.
That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Y'all, we had a lot of time to talk with James and Cha-Cha at that meetup.
I'll tell you what.
We have so many inside jokes now. Jason will be here Friday. Well, we'll let you guys know probably on Instagram. I'll post something about the time, but Friday, be here in the live. Make sure you join us for the whole time, and you'll be entered to win our giveaway. So we'll do those once a month now, and just have fun with it. And bless you guys. Friday. Bless you guys, because you guys have blessed us so much just by your friendship and support and being here. Get out. Cha-Cha doesn't like my ghost talk. Gotta get your bruja powers out.
La brujeria.
Josh said, let's be honest, I don't really keep to a schedule with anything. Yeah, didn't your Monday lives turn into like a random Tuesday? I don't know. I thought he was live on Mondays, but then he started going on Tuesdays. Flies stink at the ranch. Glad I have my electric tennis. Dude, we have an electric tennis racket, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Like, it almost like it shoots a signal to their little sensors that here it is, and then they come nowhere near us.
Yep.
So we can't even use it.
Yep.
I think I've used it twice and was successful with it.
Tom says I'll watch the beginning. Yes, Tom, because I answered your question first, and you were late. Late. Donna is always available. So fun being retired. Hey, I'm retired. I stay home all day too. Sometimes I am a leaf on the winds of fate. Josh, shut up. Mine is up. Oh, Cha-Cha's is on point. Change the batteries on the electric fly swatter. I don't think it's the batteries.
It's not the batteries. It's the flies out here are just, they're smart. They know better.
Oh, they know better.
They know better.
They know better.
Yep.
Cha-Cha wants to be retired. See, what we need to do is all retire and go to the ranch. Just retire. And I'll retire at Mahalo Ranch. We'd have a blast.
I can definitely do that.
Well, guys, it's been an hour, and I am not staying on live for 2 hours this time. My anxiety was so bad last week for like 4 days after that live. Y'all can't keep me 2 hours. So we're going to wrap things up here. Cha-Cha said, come on. Sorry. You can FaceTime me, Cha-Cha. I'm good on FaceTime, but live after an hour? Nope. Donna says, I work harder being retired, doing nothing. But you're not doing nothing. You're doing everything. You end up doing more at home anyway. But it's fun work. You know, you got the garden and the pets.
It's work that you actually want to do.
See you later, Jason. What did Alicia say? Those flies be like, show me.
I know, right? We were driving down the road the other day. And what speed limit was like 55? And they were just flying in the window.
In the window.
As we were trying to push the ones that were in the vehicle out. Some were just flying in.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy.
That's crazy.
He concurs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cha-Cha says, love y'all. Adios, amigos.
Bye, Cha-Cha.
See you later, chica. It's been real. Time for me to go get some more coffee. The bathroom's calling.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to start dinner. Those darn kids. You feed them once.
Uh-huh. They just keep coming back like strays.
Like strays. We have stray cats. We have stray dogs. We have stray kids.
Mm-hmm.
Later haters. Bye, Alicia. Thanks for stopping in. Tom says pasta la vista.
Pasta la vista.
Maybe try a shower. Shut up, Adam. How about that? Okay, I'm not the stinky kid in class. Donna said, oh, gators. She meant to say gators, not haters. I was going to say, wow, she's feeling pretty comfortable today.
Man.
La says, we have stray mice that I love. Y'all are too funny. Well, I'm going to go shower, Adam, and I'm going to have more coffee. And we will see y'all later. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to come back on Friday for the giveaway. See you guys later. Thanks for coming.
Bye.